Alright guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I promise you, for those of you like PG-rated, G-rated content on YouTube, this will be the video for you. I will keep it as professional, streamlined as I can. Welcome. It's Finance Fridays. How are you guys doing? Alright, so today's topic is all about trusting and buying online. I got this topic from this guy on my Daniel Rambles video. And it's a series where I start rambling about cards and stuff I buy. And the guy mentioned, hey, how do you know that the items you're buying are real? How do you know that they're authentic? What do you do? It's a good question. There's a lot more to this than it makes the eye, because a lot of times when guys like me, Rudy, and other people are pretty much looking at cards and collectibles, there's a lot of years of decades of experience and understanding what is real, what is authentic, and what to go off of from that experience. So the number one suggestion I have is to actually go to LGS Store and ask them to show you like, how do I determine like an alpha card? How do I determine a beta card? Unlimited, revised, Arabian Nights, Legends, all those expansion sets. A really kind LGS store will do that, and they will show you different conditions. What do I look for? And you will get a lot of information from just the LGS store. In fact, if you come across as a buyer, which you should because you're interested in buying cards, you should be interested in not wasting their time. Give them a little love. You know, if you feel like, hey, the information I'm getting from them is worth something, buy the card from them. If it's a good value, it's a fair value, then buy something. You can negotiate whatever you want. But at least you are not wasting their time. You're going to possibly buy something. And LGS stores are always interested in helping buyers. Now, I will put a caveat out there. There are some LGS stores that do never carry old vintage cards. So you're probably going to say, well, Dan, my LGS store has Return to Ravnica and Deathrite Shamans and Shocklands, and what do I do? Or how about those foil masterpiece things from Kaladesh? Well, unfortunately, and I can't swear in this video because I was told by my senior upper director from the gods of the Googles, they told me not to say anything bad. Basically, your SOL. Yeah, think about that. So, your SOL. And basically, you need to realize that you have to understand that if you don't find that LGS store, you need to go to an LGS store that has the inventory. Another thing I do is before I go to the LGS store, I like to actually research their website, research their reviews, research more about them, and then really, even spend some time maybe going there to play, whatever. And be casual. Be just a customer, like you're shopping. Remember, Magic the Gathering is a luxury purchase. If the LGS store is not willing to spend 5 minutes with you, 10 minutes with you, whatever, as long as it takes reasonably to show you cards and go through what are conditions and stuff to look for, and authenticity tips, you are not picking the right LGS store. Now, focusing on online purchases, because this is, I think, leaning towards the question. eBay has a great buyer protection program. And if you find that the cards are counterfeit, you don't find that they're real, you get second opinions, you can always return them and your money is back guaranteed type of thing. Authenticity is very big on eBay, so don't worry about that. However, the question becomes, well, what happens when I buy something and years down the road, I basically forgot or I didn't check? Well, that's the SOL word I just said. And it's kind of like SOB, son of a, yeah. So you need to be very careful about what you're doing. You can't go off and just buy, these cards are not just like, like $200 anymore. Some of these cards are literally the price of a Mercedes or a Porsche or a Ferrari. Doesn't matter what car you drive. Doesn't matter if it's a Hyundai, used Hyundai. Doesn't matter if it's like a $1,000 card, $10,000, $100,000, whatever it is. You need to still have the same mindset of experience and knowledge applying and the same cautiousness. One of the sayings I also say in all my videos that I've said in authenticity and counterfeits is if it smells like a rat, it is. Like Filipino Rudy. Filipino Rudy was, there was a little bit of rat there. I wonder how he's doing. You know what? Should we bring Filipino Rudy back? Can someone please tell me if they want to hear? Can someone put in the comments below? Do you want to see Filipino Rudy back? Yes or no? Because I want to know if that was a valid expert. What do you think? Expert in magic. So, back to the topic. Always going off topic, Dan. Shame on you. All right, so here's what I also think. You got to get the right expert. And that was kind of my illusionary mask. Whoever you're working with, or, this misprint, there's counterfeit groups on Facebook, other groups or forums you go off of. You want to make sure you go with the expert and get opinions from people that are well versed in collectibles. Now, here's the problem. If you just post, is this thing real? And you give like a crappy picture of like a dark, bad, low resolution picture. Like my friend Tavis, the magic historian, the real magic historian. What's up, MTG Perp? My friend Tavis, the magic historian. He is so well versed in old school misprints, oddities. He is well known in those type of historical items. I trust his knowledge with everything. And you need to understand the people that you get to know and talk to about these things. They are knowledgeable and they know the history. Now, if you just, and I get this quite a bit because I think that people don't understand that the last comment I just made actually is one of the easiest things to do, but the people don't ever do it right. They actually go to their friend and go, hey, what do you think this card is? Do you think it's a real Black Lotus? Yeah, it looks good. It, feels like a magic card. It smells like a magic card. It matches up with all the other cards. Let's take a look. Yeah, oh yeah, sounds good. Yeah, you got a Black Lotus right there. Oh, thanks, man. Okay. So you go off and go, okay, I want to sell my magic card. Yeah, my friend Joe over there, or Jim Bob. Hey, yeah, he's the one, my friend Jim Bob from Kansas, Lenexa, Kansas. No offense to people in Lenexa, Kansas. Hey, he says that it is real. So, therefore, this card is real. Who is Joe from Lenexa, Kansas? Guys, common sense. That's another thing. The situation that just occurred there was you assume that your friend of a friend who's been playing Magic for years basically knows whether Black Lotus is real or not. And the problem is, just because he plays Magic, and this is probably going to get some backlash, but I'm not trying to be rude. If you just played Magic a lot, I've seen lots of players not identify counterfeit cards all the time. Because collectors, real collectors, actually are more versed in counterfeiting. What to suspect, how they do it. Do they trim them? Do they alter them? Do they print them? Print them, ink them, whatever, right? There's all these things. How do you know the difference? Collectors tend to be more versed on counterfeits and altered stuffed cards. So, for those of you who are waiting for me to say, well, Dan, the card's graded by PSA or BGS. That means the card is real. Well, I'm probably going to get slapped in the... I can't say that. God, I just want this so bad. Filipino Rudy's going to call me back here later. Okay, so here's the deal. I need to tell you guys that, unfortunately, just because a card is graded, you still, as the buyer, need to do your due diligence and look at the card. I was going to say the D card, but you know what I'm talking about. You need to look at the card, make a common sense judgment, get a second opinion. It's exactly the same thing. Now, you can obviously get, do some research and have a kind of a peace of mind. You can look up the serial number of that card on the Beckett or PSA website to see if that initially works, if that's real, to get kind of validations on the subgrades, if it's Beckett, when it was graded, etc. But another thing I want to tell you guys is I have noticed that PSA has I have seen, not lots, but I have seen several PSA fake slabbed graded cards. Wow, Dan, this video really sucks for the person that's asked the question, because honestly, that person is probably wondering, when am I going to actually say something positive? Sorry, guys, I had to make sure the video was still running. Well, unfortunately, because of the fact that there are counterfeit graded cards, the slab is not real. They look pretty close. There's some really crazy stuff going on. You need to make sure you go on the PSA and Beckett website and understand that these are like pieces of money, pieces of cardboard, but the slabs are like $100 bills in a way. They have counterfeit detection, security type of mechanisms that actually need to be researched before you just buy it. And when you buy them, you can kind of tell the difference. And it's really important that if you go to that LGS store that I recommended in the very beginning of the video, then you will be able to determine, hey, do you have any graded cards? Okay, I can determine what a real graded card or not. And when you say, hey, ask them, is this card your card? Is this a consignment? Is this something you graded? If they say they graded it, then you got to give them the benefit of the doubt, and then at least you have something that you know that came from them, from the grading company. But there are people, I have seen this many times, that have graded cards that are rebacked, altered, fake, whatever. Not many times, I would say a few times, but they have said to me, said, hey, I received this card from X so-and-so. Unfortunately, and the card's graded. But you say, well, who is X so-and-so? Is that Joe Bob again from Lenexa, Kansas? No. That is Bruce Lee from Los Angeles, California. Ah, Bruce Lee. Well, Bruce Lee will tell you that Confucian. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that skit yet. That's not appropriate. All right. Bruce Lee basically says you cannot do that. You need to understand that just because the card is graded, it is not necessarily authentic. In a very rare case. All right. So, you're probably confused. Why the hell is what do I do? Oh, shit. I used the word hell. Shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Demonetized again. Why in the world is this happening? Why do I give all this information out? And now I'm leading towards the catch. The catch is, guys, in order to have a positive experience online, you need to do the research. You need to meet expert people in the industry. I recommend new guard people, not old guard. I did this video also where people that are old guard who are A words and B words or act like middle school kids. The little bullies that think they're better than everybody else. Make sure you invest your time and get knowledge from the new guard. The guard, they're not necessarily old or new, like old or young. It's their attitudes. Are they willing to give you the information and share it professionally? Are they willing to be nice about it? And, in normal circumstances, I am always going to find the time to help someone out on counterfeiting stuff. However, if it becomes an appraisal thing, you need more additional help on pricing, stuff like that, I will probably charge a consultation fee. But in general, I've been pretty good on responding back to people that have asked. So don't be afraid that if an item is counterfeit, send it to me also. I'm also willing to help. On the vintagemagic.com website, go to contact us. All right, guys. I know this video for Finance Friday has been a little bit choppy. I'm working on my professionalism. I'm trying to be more thorough and more PC. I really wish the people out there that have supported me all this time, if you give me another chance, if you will understand that I'm trying to give quality content, but also I enjoy the entertainment. I enjoy the fun of talking and doing creative different things. It might seem to you like I'm doing some kind of Jedi mind trick where I'm trying to copy Rudy or something. The truth of the matter is, I'm not copying Rudy. I'm just being myself. I enjoy the videos. People that know me, and if you've ever met me before, I'm actually a very nice guy. I may swear a little here and there, but I like having fun. I'm a very honest, loving, fun guy. And I always play magic with you if I got some time. And I feel like what you see on the internet is truly sometimes just an illusionary mask. Some of it's for fun. And you're not going to not see those videos. See, because the thing is, my humor is kind of like Rudy's in a way. I'm sarcastic. I'm kind of goofy. I like to make a little bit of, brash statements. But that doesn't mean that I'm different. That I've changed, like to the worse or something. I think you guys may have been used to content that was a little bit, I don't know. Like maybe you've seen so much of Rudy that you think that whatever I do that is kind of like Rudy in some way is Rudy. But it's not. It's me. It's authentic. It's who I am. And I've always liked to have fun. Now, other thing is I own my own business, so I guess I'm a little bit more, I try to be more PC about things. But my topics are also different. I don't talk about beatdown, battle bond, gift sets, starter and holiday gift sets, core 19. I don't do any of that. I focus strictly on the older, vintage, old school stuff, and it's what I have love for and passion. So, again, Finance Friday was supposed to be and will remain a very important topics about financial stuff. And Motivation Mondays will be about motivational stuff. But I want you to know that the execution may not be exactly the way you always envisioned it, but I always hope you get something out of it. Because there is always a message underlining it doesn't matter who I am. Doesn't matter if I bring back Rudy Chang. Doesn't matter if I bring back Filipino Rudy. Doesn't matter if I do a little something.com stuff going on. I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate all the love. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy life. And I wish you guys have a great weekend. I've had a great week. It's been a lot of work. But I really, really thank everyone on the channel. I thank all of you guys for watching. And I wish I could give you guys a big hug.